Hello everybody, so today we're going to be going over a GM Scrim Grover. So this is going to be Penguin. He said, hey, do you mind taking a look at this? And I was like, sure, that sounds fun. So before we get into this, right, there's going to be two purposes to this VOD. One is going to be, this is like first and foremost a VOD for Peng, so he can like get better at Grover. And the second purpose is for you guys watching this that are not Penguin, so you can sort of like see what goes on in a Scrim environment. But this is like mostly gonna be for Peng, because like that's the point of the video. So let's go over it. So this is, first of all, it's kind of funky because this is technically like DPS, right? This is double support and all that good stuff. So let's talk about drafts. Range. By the way, I'm going to talk about like some fundamental stuff, but Penguin's not stupid. Like Penguin's a good player. So a lot of it is probably going to be like very specific. So if you're trying to get good at Grover, this isn't the VOD you start with. You start with like some of the other VODs I've done. This is going to be very, very specific stuff, probably. Assuming Peng doesn't just like turbo feed, which I mean, who knows. Range. Let's boot team. Initiative. Probably red, honestly. And your focus. You guys can kind of do whatever you want. You guys can either like, their comp sucks, I think. I don't know what the fuck Sky is doing here on Timbermill. I don't know why they picked two characters who fall off to Illuminate. I don't understand them picking Barrack into double off tank. So I think what's going to happen, these are the three lanes with the objective in the middle. Barrack's going to go to one of them. Your tanks are going to push the other two. From there you can either turn on the Barrack or you can go backline. Right? So I think that your guys' focus is whoever the fuck you want, you know? Realistically though, I think you're going back to front. Or sorry, no, front. Back to front, because I don't think like you necessarily want to kill the Barrack. I think that gives their DPS too much time. But if the Barrack feeds, you can look for a play on him. If you have Corvusalt and Rommel, you can look for a play on him. If you get a cripple early, you can look for a play on him. So your job in this comp, matchup wise, is to fuck over this guy because you fuck over that guy. Dismount this guy to give your team more time. So like your first axe is either going high ground or it's going at the bottom to dismount the Barrack. Actually, no, you have a Corvus. Corvus will do that. Sorry, that's Corvus' job. You don't have to worry about healing. You have the only character who can't self-heal on your team is Maeve. Yeah, your job is just to screw over Sha and make sure that you're in the right position to follow up on dives. Like your healing just is honestly not impactful this game. So, how do I do this? Builds. Sure. So, okay. I'm going to give you a quick tip. This card is a 4-second duration, right? So that's wrong. It's 2. Go test it out for yourself. It's a 2-second duration. So that's just a fun fact. Now, these cards are like the right cards that I would be running. But the thing is that I don't think that your healing matters. I don't think cripple matters. Cripple is lower DPS. You save cripple for burst, or you save cripple to cripple, right? So like you cripple the Angie, you cripple the Sha, you cripple this, but if you're just shooting them, you're just left clicking, right? Because that's more damage unless you are up in their face. So you're close. That was supposed to be an exclamation mark. And that was supposed to be an E. So basically, like I don't think you're gonna get value out of Chop Down and Fatalis. This is cool. This is cool. But if you want to like do more, make yourself bulkier. especially on Timber. There might be maps where your healing is impactful, where you don't have a Corvus, and with double support where you don't have a Rom and a Con. And then this build is maybe fine. Again, I don't like using Cripple for healing. I like using Cripple for Cripple, because if you use Cripple for healing, then they can say, oh, they don't have a Cripple, and I can do shit. So yeah, if especially if you're gonna be playing, because I know you're a DPS player, if you're gonna be playing DPS Grover, do builds. One with like just like selfish, basically, and one that's like actually like double support with like healing and stuff. This game you'd run selfish because you're not going to get value out of like actually helping your team all. Right, how do I? There we go. If you're gonna go high ground, it's fast to grow out left side. Who's your team, by the way? It's pretty stacked. Anything interesting? Not really. You start Chronos. I don't know about that. What the fuck does Chronos do for you? What cooldowns do you care about this game? Go Haven. Fight the Sha better. Like, if you had more HP for what, you know, let's say you had more HP, like the Furia poking you, or you being Sha will 2-tap you if you take any sort of damage ever. And like that's not great. If you want to be even faster for this, we're gonna min-max rollouts. If you want to be even faster, mount out this way until you can see the portal, vine tech to it, and up here. It's like master writing, but free. So, expert going high ground. Yep. So first thing that any good player is going to do, your first act should be right here, your second act should be right here. Because either you're going to hit them here, or you're not going to hit them because they walk to here, and then you're going to hit them there because they walk to there. Alright? Keep peeking. Why are you going in? Like, what the fuck does this do? You're just stacking angles. I don't know, I think this is stupid. Oh my god, a Sky is gonna come get you. You get a dismount on. Like, what happens if you? This is a crazy team, by the way. I'm just looking at this roster. Like, what if you dismount this person? This is the Sky, right? She does fucking jack shit. Okay. If he pops up, what happens? Oh no, goddamn! I have to vine away. At a point, like you've dismounted the Andrew. Cool. Yeah, that's strange. You should definitely, like, I don't know. It's like, okay. This is like more valuable but more risky, and this is safer but less value. You've done like nothing. You shot the Sha once, and then like AoE healed some people who don't need it. But if you were here, you dismount this person, do more damage to the barrack, poke out the Sha better. You dismount this guy, you use 1 cooldown and you get out. Maybe 2. Maybe you vine into here. Think Andro kills you there? Like, goddamn, you have a Corvus, you have this guy, you have this. Like, no. You can be greedy here because Vine Tech is good. You are. Okay, what are you doing right now? You're fighting Andro. So you are fighting Andro. Who are you peeking? Andro, right? And oh, can I load in? Don't let me work again? You're also peeking Sha Furia. So like there's a problem here, right? So if you're gonna fight this Andro, don't fight him like from out in the open. Fight him from like behind the box, so you're not peeking everyone. Because like if he oh god, if Sha happens to land an arrow on you right here, and you are 1,000 HP vining into their DPS, that's bad. better ask for a chord mark. Yeah, so... okay, let's discuss pulling a Fishnit. Let's genuinely talk about it. As memey as it is, right? Let's talk about vining into people. Let me get this red shit off my screen first. Let's talk about vining into people as I find like a flat surface to point the camera at. Is there like a texture in this game? We'll use the water. Okay. So the first thing that you gotta understand about cosplaying me is that like it's stupid and bad. So the reason it like supports are like worse at fighting things than everything else. So you have to really make sure that you're safe doing this. So first of all, it has to be guaranteed. I know you're a DPS technically this game, but you're playing a support character, so it still kind of applies. It has to be guaranteed. If there's like a slight chance that you don't get this kill, it's probably not worth going for. If they can get help. If someone peels for you as a support, again, you suck. Your character sucks at doing what you're trying to do. So if it ever, like, if you try to push this Anjo and you're like, Mave this game, and then the Sky shows up, you can maybe still get away with that. But, like, God forbid he gets a heal. Because then it's going to take you, like, fucking, like, how long is it going to take you to get through that, right? That's like another axe, which is like another second, which is like another 600, 700 damage that you're taking, more if the Fury is shooting you. So if someone can get help, you can't do it. So it needs to be a guaranteed kill. They can't be able to get help. You need to be able to live after, or stabilize, whatever, same deal. So like if you vine into a place, get a kill, then die, that's not good. Maybe it isn't this game because you're on DPS. So we'll just say live. And the most important thing is information. You need to actually be able to make this decision. If you vine into a backline and you don't know what's there, you are going to get punished for it because your character fucking sucks at doing this, right? So you need to make sure you can get the kill, make sure that they cannot get help, you need to make sure that you can live afterwards, and you need to make sure that you damn well know what you're going into. If you don't know where the Sky is, you basically have to assume that she's there. Because otherwise, if she is, like, let's say that there's, like, 80% chance that she's not there, and 20% chance that she is. 80% chance to get a kill, 20% chance lose the fight. This can be worth it, and maybe it is if you're on DPS, but like on support, this is just no. So this is a no. So you didn't know where the Sky was. You didn't have a guaranteed kill. That's basically it. You got help. You died. Your team is probably still fine. Ooh, actually, never mind. It snowballs. Careful spawn camp here. I mean, you don't really have to be careful, but just know that it can happen. You're Grover. You can Timbermill. You can be Spider-Man. You know, but I would go up after that. You have your mom up there. Fuck are you doing from down here, bud? No, let me shoot this barrack. I'd hard be contesting the Sha. You're not scared of her, dude. I get it's controller Sky. You hit Q, vine away, and like you're good. Like, just you're fine. You have DR. That was a bad Q, which you could use now. Then your Maeve's healthier. Maybe, whatever. That's kind of the fuck, really. Oh, that's on him. Could have really used. Okay, look at this. They're all missing one Grover Q worth of health. Yeah, that kind of blows. That's more on your team. Just dogpiling into like the bottom right cubby. I don't know what you guys are thinking. It is a travesty that the Sky is getting away with controlling more space than your entire team. You also have not contested the Sha once. Like he's popped all. Like there's no shot this Sha should be allowed to get away with this into a team with a character that just straight up does cripple arrow damage every shot. And has a cripple, you know? You could hit Q for ult if you want. I wouldn't even be worried about this Sky. I'd be spamming up this Sha. What the fuck is Sky gonna do from over there? Did that do anything? That heal do anything? Why did you hit Q? Like, okay. I don't know why this Furia just healed the Sha, right? Like, he's got the little shield on him. So, I don't know why she did that. But, like, if you're forcing Furia heals to go on the Sha, then the Andro, like, look who'd really like to be getting healed right about now. But if the heals have to go into this fucker, then they're not on this fucker. And you can make that happen, even though the Furia just decided to do it for you, which is really cool, so the Andro probably dies. But, you know, you could have also probably not kept your ROM alive, but, like, let's say you play high ground. You can test the Sha, you do some damage to him because long range, you use your Q timing better, you might have ult, and you might be able to say ult now and save this ROM. And the Andro doesn't die, surprisingly. I don't know what you're using Q for. Like, you using Q... Like, listen. Like, okay. Let me get away from audio. So, like, support job, right, is like you have resources. And you put these resources into people. And you get to decide who. So you have, like... You know... You have your healing. You have your Q. You can put it into 5 people. Corvus is not gonna do fucking anything with a Grover heal. Rom is probably gonna be caught. It's not gonna do anything. Maeve can get some use out of it. It's probably gonna be caught, but it should be enough. She has a low HP pool. You know, good heals. Kana's gonna get a lot of use out of it. And you know who else is gonna get a lot of use out of it? Fucking you. You're probably going to get the most value out of it. Because, like, you using Q for yourself means that, like, you fight Sha better, right? You fight Sha better, which means Furia has to put more resources into Sha, which means less resources into the other fucks, which is really good for you guys, right? So, you using Q for your team, when you straight up have a guy whose job is to hit Q on your team, is weird. Be selfish. Poke out the Sha better. Hit Q now. You're already caught, and now, and there you go. Here's where you hit Q. And you're high HP. You can pull some shit off. You can, I don't know if that has an angle, but you can Vine up. If you are up here, you place Vine right here. You can stand on this. And you can keep poking out their DPS if you want.
No mercy.
What the fuck was that? Okay. This is Grover in Backline. This is Grover. You know it's there. Good job. It's 2 people. It's not guaranteed. You can't live. So fucking leave. I don't know why you vined into mid instead of vinding up to high ground. You're fucked. That forces an ult. You're still fucked. Yeah, that vine was bad. That push was bad. I don't even know what your team was doing, but you weren't doing what they were doing.
Alright, they're getting hot.
Listen, like, I almost want to go back and watch this VOD from the Sha POV, just to see, like, how free he's been all game. I say as he plants himself in front of your spawn door in your con, but you know. Like, I'd love for you to have Q right now, but goddamn, you don't. He pushes you, he ults, you're dead. If the like, listen. If this, I know you have core with you, great. If this Fury is smart, like, I don't know what she's doing down there. Like, this is bad. This is bad positioning. Take high ground, right? If she's up here, she heals Sha. Sha kills you. You're dead. Your Corv has to back up to spawn. That means no heals for these fucks. You should lose the push. And you hold that better if you yes, realistically your ROM should just be fine, but like, hey, that's better. Look! Wow, you can't really get pushed and your Corv's there. Okay, awesome. You could have done that like harder. Good job though. Keep walking. Call for Corv pockets and keep walking. I don't know how they let you get away with that. Again, if the Furio's up there, you probably don't win that. Cripple.
Okay,
Yep.
now you're rolling. Alright,
Buy items.
They're getting hot. 30 seconds left.
Or don't. What do you want to do? You want to fuck over the Sha? Where's the Sha gonna go? Like back mid somewhere, probably. So just like, you probably play here. If they go around, you're gonna know. You can back up after if you really want to. I think it's really weird that your Mave is stacking so hard into Sky Andro with Furia Hills when you guys have the Corv. And like, yeah. I don't like your tank positioning. This Q is bad. Rom's missing 750 HP. Whoop-de-doo. Who gives a shit?
9, 8, 7.
Your Mave matches the Sky, and that works out pretty well. It's like that. This is where you find it, right? Because this is guaranteed. You can live after. Yeah. That's when you do it. Like, even if there were other people there, like you were in a safe spot, that's when you do it.
Capture point spawns in 15 seconds.
Even. Cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You have all. So like, Grover is such a forgiving character positioning-wise. When you don't have to worry about healing your team. Normally, you are restricted by this AoE thing that you have, but your team is like Rom, who doesn't have an AoE, Khan, who can heal himself, Corvus, who's just a support. You could, right now, put yourself here, and you would live. You know why? Because you have ult, and you have bullshit Vine tech. I didn't leave myself enough space to write tech. So you can go here, you can alt, you can and then you just get out. So you can basically position yourself wherever the fuck you want, because your ult is living for free early game. And you're probably going to get core filled with DR anyways. Right. So I had to check. So that means like basically you can play here. You can play here, you can play, well obviously don't play like right here, just use cover lol, but you know, you can play wherever you want. Get greedy. Because they can't push you up. You don't need it. So like, let's say the Andro dash is for you. Ooh, that was funky. Andro dashes for you, you vine away, you pop ult. Andro's like, what, over here with no dashes? Fuck is he gonna do? And what if they don't contest you? Look at this. If they push you, you get out for free because you have ult, which you can cancel and keep 40% of, and the best mobility in the game. So if they push you, you get out, and they're like, I can't keep up. I'm Andro, my mobility sucks relative to Grover. And if they don't contest you, then you're like, hi, I'm doing 10-20, 10-20, 10-20, 10-20. Oh, wow, your backline's dead. Look at that. So, this is great, right? This is great. But even, like, okay, you're pushing with your team. That's great. That's a very good support thing. Yay. Even this, go deeper. Why the fuck are you vining to where you're... Vine, like... I don't know, fucking to this tree and keep your momentum going, or vine like up here and try to keep your momentum going. You're a Grover with DR and ult and a core pocket and a team following up. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Deeper. Deeper. Hit Q now for DR if you need to. It works out because your team's good, and that was well like played. But I don't know, it's like a 5v2 lol. Something to keep in mind here. Who the fuck are you peeking? Everybody. Not a bad play. You're pushing with your team. That's great. You're helping your mave. Yada yada yada. But like, just be careful. The one time I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And also, aside from this button, which we're going to ignore, what are the other two buttons that you have? What makes you win this fight? Like, well, to be honest, what makes you win this fight and then be able to get out? Anyone else here? No. You can be getting away with this bullshit so much more. You healed yourself when you were full HP. I get you want the DR. That's great, but you could be full right now.
That's 5 in a row. Okay, real talk. Okay, real talk. Time to stop that guy.
That was a big triple. Good job. Get out of caught. Hit Q. You probably just want to hit Q for fun. Are they actually gonna put you on point? It's kind of shit. Actually, it's fine. This is just something I do when I get, because okay, I spend a lot of time on the objective, right? Like, where do you actually want to stand on the objective? And this is gonna be like super fucking nitpicky, right? Like, if you want to spam this, you play back here, so you have the widest angle possible. If you want to live, you play here, so you limit the LOS that you have. If you want to deny touch, you play here, so you can use your cripples and body block. If you want to play to just get the fuck out after, you play like back here, so you're farthest away. You're just kind of moving around without actually thinking about it. And like, I don't expect you to think about it. Why can I not press into the game? Because this is like, you know, you're usually the guy pushing up, but I mean, you know, you spend enough time on the objective, you gotta think of something, so, you know. Oh no, let me use my ability. Dude. Like, you just live, right? Like, you're just living. You know this is bullshit, right? But it's like you're not abusing the fact that it's bullshit. Like, you can be using this stuff in so many different... Cancel the ult! My god. If you could have canceled it 30%. Like, you guys win, that's great, because you just burned their touch, because the previous fight was good. But, you know, that's something you can find, too. It's a fight that you win. It's guaranteed. You know exactly what's there. There's 3 people dead. You know where the Sha is. Even if you don't get the kill, you're just living on high ground. So this is somewhere... This is a place where you could vine into their backline and ego their support, right? Because it's safe. Yes! Good, 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 good. Now you want to get out because you don't know where the Andrew is. Your window of opportunity is gone, you just use Q it. Okay, if there's one thing that you fix, it is your heals. Like, use them when people have taken damage, you know? And use them when, like, it actually heals up impactful shit. even like solo Grover, you have your passive. Like, your Q is supposed to be like impactful out of caught. I mean, it's 650 now instead of 800, and I hate the devs, but you know, is what it is. Carl, take point for me. Carl, you fucking idiot. I can hear you. I can hear you. Same thing as pushing the objective. Where do you want to push the cart from? You need LOS, but like, I don't know, you could be like pushing from back here and spamming this angle, and then when you lose it because the carts push up, then you can like walk onto the cart and try to spam high ground better. Like, this is just, it's stuff that you do when, this is ballsy, stuff that you do when you just get bored. So why is this stupid? Right? It's stupid because you have no idea what the fuck you're going into. There could be 3 people looking at you that you just find into. Now there's not. There isn't. There's an Andro who's probably going to get shot by your Corv. You're probably going to get pocketed by your Corv unless the Andro instant deletes you. Or the Sha like withdraws back maybe, then you're probably fine. You don't know that though. You don't really know that. So you want to be careful here. You're probably going to end up in a weird spot too. The heal did jack shit. Andro pushes you, now you're dead. The Andro's also pushing your Corv, so... Corv lived. Good job, Corv. Nice reversal. Big. I don't know, that was funky. Realistically, like... Okay, hi Sha. Your Corv should have been on point, and you should have already been up. So like, that situation shouldn't really happen, but yeah. We'll tell Jordan to do something else. I feel like him spamming the same angle as you isn't doing anything. I don't know why. I mean, you're looking at tanks. I guess it's fine. You are wide peak. You are really wide peaking right now, though. Like if Sha turns around, cripples you, like you're just dead, right? Unless the Corv has heal available, which like 25% chance he doesn't. Then you're dead. So just like corners. I know you're playing one corner technically, but like, he could peek that. Big reversal feed. If you died to wide peeking, that would have been very funny if you died to wide peeking. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're killing your Andro by doing this. You had Q up. You could have like shot the Andro, lol. Instead you walked onto point. I'm not really sure what you're going for here. Like I know you're probably screaming at your team to like burn point. I don't know. You can, I guess. Like that's sort of what I mean though, is like you were like that's the mistake that you made earlier. Like who are you fighting? You're fighting Sky. Who are you peeking? You're peeking Andrew, you're peeking Barrick, you're peeking Sha, you're peeking Fury. You're literally picking everyone. Now I know like the fight was probably lost, whatever. You're probably like, fuck, Barrick's 1 HP, the Andrew's 1 HP, how do we lose that? But like Andrew was 1 HP, you could have just stayed with your team and killed that. You could have not found out a point, probably done more damage and killed this Barrick. You could have been like a longer range, you'd probably kill this guy. Literally if you just stay up here and left click. You probably win this fight. You're healing to jack shit. Buy items. Probably just more Haven. Maybe that.
30 seconds left. You're outmatched.
Big. If you vine into this, you're feeding, by the way, top left. I just want you to know. Because I feel it. I feel it coming. It's like rain, you know? Like, now your team's up there, so that's cool. Nice find. Your con dies for that. Unlucky.
10, 9,
Woo!
7, 6.
You tried. Well, at least you keep 45% of your ult. Or 49 rather. That was a throw. I don't think your team wins that fight, even if you get that ult off, and I'm not even sure that it saves them. Master Writing.
Capture point spawns
Makes
in 15
sense.
seconds.
If you ever see like something threatening with that much master writing, by the way, just like assume they're coming for you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So now you probably play for team more just because you don't have the old stuff. If you had all, you might want to. I mean, the Shaw's there. Shaw's there. Not really. If you know the Angels, yeah, fuck, this is just backline race. As long as you live. Yeah. If you had all, you know, you get away with that. I think... God, I fucking hate your rollout. It makes things so much harder on you because you're giving them, like... Normally, right, you'd figure out that either they're here when they get here, or you dismount them, right? So you'd know what they were doing. Like your team is all going this way, so they're getting up to here before anything happens. I think that Andro flank through here was like really good, because that kind of fucks you up. Yeah, if you save all, you just win, right? But like I'm trying to think like what's the play here. I don't know. I mean, I kind of just think that like Corvus and Grover should 2v1 of Andro, right? Like that's pretty obvious. So honestly, I don't think there's actually any issue if you guys just like playing high ground together. What else is gonna shoot you? Sha, maybe, but like he can LOS that. If he ults you, then like he should die. If he's ulting you on high ground, then your team is LOS. I don't actually. Okay, I'm thinking of you playing solo, but you're a DPS. You can have your support play with you, and you just play high ground and 2v1 them. I think that is what you do, and then you slow down. Like, listen, your team is like their Fury is dead, right? Like, all you need to do right now is be alive, and your team wins. Your team might win anyways, probably not. But I think there's like there's two ways that you play this, right? like if the backline race, right? We got this like yin yang looking bullshit going on. You either do what Carl did, and you just flip the map, or you stop them here. And I think you can stop them by playing with your Corvus. Is the short version. So do that.
Alright, they're getting hot. They're getting hot. Defend the payload. Line in and get
You also
on
have
the
not
payload.
contested a Shaw once this game, which means your team pushing in is probably going to take a bunch of damage. And that's probably making the dives harder than they ought to be. That's really lucky that that sort of happened, but like you put yourself in a spot to get lucky. Oh, that's really tempting. That's so tempting to me. You know what? Actually, you have ult. You have ult. You can go. I'd go for this. I'd go for this. He doesn't have help. You can LOS things. You know exactly what's there. You know the Andrew's fucking around somewhere. This guy's probably. I mean, maybe you don't exactly know, but I mean, that's the fun of it. Oh, now you go. Now you go. I need a vine. I need a vine. Go. Go. Push, you fucking coward. Alright, I don't... I'm disappointed. What are you shooting the Shaw? Who can see you? The Barrack, the Fury that just respawned, the Sky that was just alive. Careful. You can stagger that if you want.
Look out.
Oh, and now you're trying to... Oh, you're gonna go too far and die. This is really stupid. You... The Angel's on your left, run, but... I wanna... Hold up. Just wanna see what this... Like, what the... Oh, is this what it looks like when I do it? Fuck, man. This looks really dumb. Do you see? Oh my god, you have the idea. You're getting dismounts on people. Just fucking do that on the mid fight. That wasn't a bad heal. You could have done it like a second earlier and let your passive take you the rest of the way and got your heals on the Maeve when she was in, but other than that, fine. Aim for boxes here and try to clip the side so you keep your momentum, or aim for like the floor there. Notice how you just bounce sideways, by the way? There's so much fun stuff you can do to find. I fucking hate it. Yeah, you can turn around. Okay. If you're trying, okay, mini Vine tutorial. If you're trying to like end on top of something, you're trying to end up on top of here. It's not a very good line. If you're trying to end up on top of here, you Vine like right on the edge of it, and then hold W, and your momentum will carry you over. Don't Vine to the sideways, because hitting a wall. I'm gonna make a video on this at some point. Hitting, how do I? If you like. If the wall's like this and you Vine into it, you're just gonna stop, right? If the wall's like this and you Vine like this, you're gonna keep going. If the wall's like this and you Vine like this, you will bounce off a little. So that's just like a tiny, yeah. So you're trying to like get on top of something. You Vine here, and then you like keep going. So, yeah. You're probably dead at this guy because you messed up the Vine. Oh, she doesn't go for you though. How nice. You didn't get a hit marker for that. That was weird. Same thing there. Just lip. Aim for the lip. I don't hate this positioning. You are, your frontline aside, which, like, okay, I don't know how much Overwatch 2 or Overwatch 1 support VODs that you've heard, but distance from angles is like a super common thing. It's like you want cover and you want distance from angles. You hear that a lot in Overwatch support VODs. You don't have cover, you don't have distance from angles, so that means that, like, you don't know if the other team's going to show up, and if they show up, you're fucked, right? Your team can't even help you because you're basically just by yourself. If someone pops out of here, like the Andrew could have, bop, 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 you're dead. Maybe 4 shots because of Q, who knows, but like, you don't want to be the first one the enemy team sees. You want that to be like your Maeve or some shit. Like, you were full HP there, so it doesn't matter as much. But if the other team is pushing, and it's not them staggering, with 4 people alive and 2 of them backing out, you're in a worse spot. And maybe you know that, and maybe that's why you're playing there. But I'm gonna assume that you're dumb, because that's how VODs work. Like, maybe, I don't know. Where's the Sha? Shaw's on high. Who pokes on their team if you kill their Sha? Or like if you hit the Sha once? Like imagine Shaw's missing 800 HP right now. Your con shield is gonna like recover, your Corv is gonna have less work to do, you guys are gonna be healthier when they actually do push in. But no, you're chunking Barrack? What? Like, you're doing damage to them, but you could be doing damage to them and preventing damage done to your team. Like, the Fury wasn't even shooting you guys. She's just gonna, like, sit around this corner and heal. Right? But, like, the Sha is literally shooting you guys. Like, he missed, but you could have prevented... This could be 1,300 damage on your team. The Fury would have been doing, like, 400. Shoot the fucking threatening shit. Like that, yeah, fuck off, Andrew. And now you've taken this damage. Imagine if the Sha had to heal out of combat. Our peak is Furia, and the Barrack was lower, so the Barrack couldn't push in. And like, it snowballs, right?
10, 9, 8,
like now maybe you could poke out the Furia, because that takes away her opportunity to heal her team, sort of, but...
7, 6,
Why are you back here? You guys just decided to leave? You know, honestly, I think if you poke out the Sha here, like your team doesn't have to give up all this fucking good space. Because I guarantee everyone on your team is feeling like a little bit uncomfortable, and I guarantee most of that is because of the Sha.
3, 2, 1.
You don't give up high ground to Androids too.
Alright, overtime, now or never, boys. Enemy dub, look out.
Okay, that's very nice of them to do C9. I mean, you guys probably win anyways. Okay. Go high ground, I fucking beg. Rizal? Wait, what are you buying Rizal for? Shock cripple? Okay, you haven't been crippled once. Veteran will let you do your job better and live better. Master Writing 2, because Andrew probably has Master Writing for, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you need Chronos, and I feel like if you have Haven Vet, it just lets you poke out shit better. So. That's just me. I think Haven Vet is just dumb, dude. Especially on supports. You could also be buying Morale Boost if you really wanted to like spam your ult, but it is gonna be a little bit harder for you to like survive with your ult and pull off like bullshit off angles and stuff, but it's doable. You can like it's 250 HPS and some movement speed. You can at the very least use it to get around a corner.
3,
Oh my god, are you guys actually gonna go high ground?
1.
That's it. Okay. So what if Andrew was here? What if Sky was here? You're fucked. Oh hey, Connalt. Oh, that's crazy. That was good. I think it was caught it, but like you had the right idea. You're a pussy. Right idea though. Please cancel it. It's earlier. Fuck you get. Did you get beamed? The fuck stunned you? Okay. We're rewinding this. Your weapon's gone now, but okay. So you. What? Maybe? Probably not. Eh? Okay, I don't know. Maybe you're not even stunned and I'm just like really dumb, but yeah. That's kind of unlucky. It's unlucky. That def is unlucky, right? It's like a fucking, of course, Sky ults at the same time that their Angel has an angle. Like he's gonna get forced out in like half a second, anyways. Of course, that's when he has an angle. Of course, the Sha gets an uncaughted heal from this Furia, like that. This is bullshit, right? Of course, my tank. What the fuck is Yato doing? He's holding shield up, having conversation with the fucking right tree, and like you don't even get healed either, right? So like, this is bullshit, right? This is unlucky. It's just like, fucking, as a support, if you don't try and mitigate unluckiness. Like, you will get unlucky and die and lose fights because of it. Like, you know how like in Pokemon you'd play around like rock slide flinches? Like there's too much RNG in Pokemon to like not play around it. Like you kind of have to, right? It's kind of the same thing for supports because the risk is losing the fight. Now your team might not lose the fight because you're technically a DPS here, but like you can play in a way where like you mitigate the chance of getting unlucky, right? So what that looks like, in this case, is not getting your ult forced is the easiest way. If you don't get your ult forced, you just hit alt live because you probably don't reach 1,000 HP, but you probably get live because of Corvus and your own DR. But so like that's the easiest fix, right? Is like don't that ult was bad, right idea, but like you were too scared, right? Especially with your team around you. So you were too scared. I think hold up, we're gonna rerun. Oh, it just crashed. Fuck. All right, we're back. So I want you to hold the thought of mitigating the chance that you get unlucky. I want you to hold that thought. We're gonna write it down. Unlucky, just so we remember. And then I want to watch Sha POV for a bit because I want you to see how uncontested he is.
The battle has begun.
1 axe. Look how much of a bitch he's not seeing anyone because you hit him once. You hit a single axe. And you just prevented like 2,000 damage on your team. Because you hit an axe. We're also going to take... Okay, that's... We're going to call that one an unforced error, right? But I mean, hey, you know, you did that technically, so... Okay. You can see him, by the way. He can see you. You can see him. He's not shooting you. He could cripple you right now. The Angel might kill you. Maybe. The Fury is up there. Maybe she dashes. That's 600 damage. Am I gonna like get my point across if I like stop now? Your team is doing like a decent job of not LOSing them when they don't have to, but nice withdraw. You know what? Apache actually just forgoing that he had withdraw has done more to hinder him this game than you have on the main thing that's going to be contesting him. Let's keep watching. This is funny. You didn't even shoot at him. And look how much he's respecting you. Imagine if he threw an axe, he'd have to like withdraw back to high ground. That's a Furia heal. Holy shit. Like he's giving you so much respect. He's not even LOSing where you might be. Look at this. Motherfucker has ult. And you know what I bet he's saying? It's Apache. You damn well know that he is screaming at his team to push. And you know what? They do. And you're dead. Okay, I've made my point. Let's go to the last mid with the unlucky death. Again, this is entirely preventable by just... like there's two ways to look at it, right? There's like, oh, I just shouldn't have ulted there. But there's like also the, oh, I shouldn't have ulted there, but even if I do ult there because I'm dumb, I can live anyways by playing better.
Okay, real talk, I'm gonna stop that guy. Line in and get on the payload. Capture points. Alright, they're getting hot, Defend the payload.
Those damage stats are looking kinda low.
capture point.
Oh wait. Okay. So here we go. There's the ult. Is it a beam? Do you even get stunned? Okay. So you've killed the Varric, which is great. No, if you really want to be fucking 5-head, you notice that the Furia is shooting something in your backline. Huh, I wonder what that might be. But that's not super, yeah. So the Sky Ult is out at this point, right? No, maybe, possibly? I don't know. Replay this. What's going on?
Show them.
I think that, like... Oh, does he get wings at the same time? He doesn't. Okay, well. So, like... I don't think you can flame me for wide peeking ever again. I think this is really dumb. I don't know why you ever fight this. What the fuck is he doing down there? Like, what's actually threatening right now? Look, this fucker. This guy's scary. He is an Andro. With fucking Furial. I don't like that. Get that out of here. What the fuck is this Sha doing? Nothing. He has no LOS on anything. I think you need to shoot what is scary. And oh, you do get stuff. That is unlucky. Okay. So like realistically, like you just recognize, okay, Shaw's just gonna fuck off in our backline. I'll go do something important. You help fight off this Andro. He leaves. Like this is a really good beam, right? This is kind of like what I mean. It's like this Furia made like a good play. Like this beam probably doesn't hit anything, right? This beam has like a 5% chance of hitting something, but if it does hit, it's like a kill. And the downside is like nothing. I love beam. I love beam audio. You are peeking weird. What's the upside of this? Is like, I don't know. What's the upside of this? Is like not much is happening. The risk is you die if you get unlucky. So don't do it. Well, like you probably live if you don't get beamed, right? You just find a way, unless the Andrew hits like a good flick on you. But you know, play back here, play up here. Don't worry about the shadows doing nothing.
Alright, they're getting hot. They're getting hot. Enemy dub, look out!
Cool. If you have time, you'd want to take their high ground and Vine out if they dismounts, but that's fine. Are you gonna contest the shot? That'd be crazy. By the way, you know what I said about like dismounting that Sky earlier? You just kind of did it, and now she's getting forced to use all of her cooldowns. Now she can't go on you. The Sha. Stop wide peeking and go after the Sha. Cool. You could Vine over and help your mate because you know it's a 2v1. That's more than you've done this entire game against the Sha. So like that was good what you did there. I just think you go kill the Andrew because that's more impactful. Go cripple him, he can't dash out, you just shoot him all. You head Q up. Now your team is kind of winning everywhere. So it doesn't really like your team is winning every fight. Right? You just outpoke their backline, you're winning the fight on point, your flanked fight is winning. This shouldn't be happening, right? Like they should like just mathematically they should be winning somewhere at the very least, right? So you kind of like have to choose where that is, and I think that the fight, like getting to kill the Andrew is going to be more impactful than killing the Sha, and you could have killed the Andrew, basically. This is spooky. Like you doing dumb shit like this is how they win. I mean, you don't have to do this. Just fucking sit back and burn point. This is a dumb mistake. Emote. There it is. Okay. Okay. But yeah, genuinely, just sit back and burn point when they touch. Like, it's not. It's overly risky for no reason. That's it. You're letting yourself get unlucky again. So, okay. Rover builds. The build that you had for like yourself was fine. If you were to make like something selfish, I don't know. This is what I use. I use this because I don't like giving up cripple for healing. Like honestly, go back and like watch the VOD in like 2x or something, and just like how many times did you actually get value out of it? You know, how many times did you try to get value out of it? How many times did you think, oh, I'm gonna use my cripple for my Fatalis proc so I can get my heal up earlier, and that's gonna make a difference in this fight? Like you didn't. I'll give you the answer. So you can use something like this or whatever. Having this at 2 is really good because this breaks 2400, and that's big benchmarks. So do that if you want. And then if your build was fine for like a more standard like double sport stuff. Okay, let's actually talk about like what you need to change though. You need to your Q usage here. Let's go. You know what? We can actually break this down in a nice, visually appealing wrap up way. Your axe, your priority needs to be better. You are shooting shit that doesn't matter. You can be contesting Sha, and you're shooting Barrack. You could be shooting people that are actually fighting you, but you're worrying about Shas in your backline when you are the backline, and you know, like you're not really threatened by that. Your cripples, let's just say that's build stuff. I need to keep a theme here going. You're cute. This needs to be used. It needs to be used when other stuff isn't good enough. Like let's remind you that you have a passive, right? If your passive will heal your team just fine, then don't use your cooldown because your passive is free and your cooldown is on a cooldown. So this needs to be when people take damage and are not full HP. You obviously know to heal them out of caught. Just remember that like this is a resource that you have and you can use it on yourself. And if you're playing DPS Grover, you probably want to use it on yourself. Vine, Grover Vine tech is bullshit. Don't just use it to live, like abuse it and position yourself in off angles because you can, especially early game. And if you're going to Vine Backline, then you need info on exactly what you are going into. If you don't have the info, it's not worth the risk. Your ult, cancel it earlier. Again, I'd say use it selfishly because having a second HP bar is like really good if you're fighting things somehow. I don't know. It's kind of weird how that works, but I don't know. It's kind of okay. And remember that it is like your last resort. Use it. Like you have free things that make you live good, and ult is one of them. And by all means, use it because again, you can cancel it and get it back in like 2 seconds. But like, it is the last thing that you should use after Vine and your heal. Overall, I think you played Grover fine. I don't really know how to say it, man. It's like you look like you knew what was going on. You knew what you were trying to do. You knew like, okay, I'm gonna get flanked. Okay, I'm gonna push my team. Okay, my team is going in. I'm gonna try and help that. But like, I don't think you had any clue how you were like trying to do that. Like, I don't think you know like how. Like, I think you really want to abuse the fact that Vine is the best mobility in the game. Ult is a free kill. This fucks over DPS. So I think you need to be greedier. I think you need to like Like you can be greedy if you have these up. If you don't, then you can't, obviously. But you can get away with so much more. So yeah, that's it. If you think I'm dumb or anything, let me know. But hope you do well in the tournament. But like Grover was not a bad pick because you should have just been able to screw over their entire backline. Okay, I mean you didn't because you didn't want to. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you all next time. Submit your own VOD. Links below. Bye bye.